Hey YouTube, it's your girl Fashion here coming at you with a tutorial on how to do an easy stitch braid hairstyle. And of course, we're just gonna jump right into that thing. So as you can see, I'm starting here with parting her hair straight down the middle. And to achieve a nice clean part, I apply some edge control and go over that part that I originally done. And you see how nice and sleek that is? Yes, that's what we want to do. And so I'm making I do the small braids first. So I'm going to go through and part the other side to complete for the small braid. And again, remember, because I like my parts nice and clean, apply some edge control on that joint and go right back over it with my rat tail comb. Down. So you just go ahead and put the excess hair away, and then we're going to start that cornrow. And if you guys would like for me to make a video on how to cornrow, just drop a comment for me so that I can make that happen for you guys. And what you see now, and you'll see pretty much throughout my small braids, I will stop and smooth over any flyaways that may be in the way, because you don't want to add any excess hair that just wasn't a part of the original part, if that makes sense. Those flyaways is what will make your part not look as clean, as neat as you would want it. So, like I said, smooth away any other hair that tries to get in that way. And because the rest of her hair will go into a ponytail, no need to braid it down to the end. Just braid it enough to stay. And then we're going to move on to the next part. And what I'm doing here, I like to do my small braids first just to kind of get them out the way. So the part you see now that's just sticking up will be used for the big stitch braid. So we're going to put that up and put it to the side, because again, remember, that's what we're going to stitch. And I'm going to just do my little braid on this side. And again, I'll part it first, and then I'll go back over it with some edge control and take my rat tail comb and run it right back through it. That way, this ensures you have a nice clean part. All right, so now it's time for us to do the stitch braid. And so at this point, what you want to do is make sure you apply a generous amount of edge control on this area, both sides. And when I say generous, honey, I do mean generous. Like, put it on there, lay that joint. That way you just get a better outcome. And so once I apply a good amount of edge control, I just go back through and comb it in. And at times you may have to comb 2 times or maybe 3, but just make sure you get it combed in and molded down pretty good. And so at first, guys, I was about to do the stitch method with my nails, but as you can see, these nails are done for, honey, and one of my pinkies don't even have the tip anymore. So I was going for it at first, but just so I could make sure it was nice and neat for you guys, I went ahead and switched over to the comb method. Not sure if many of you are familiar with this, but this comb works wonders. Again, I'm a big fan of nice, clean parts. So that little nail over there that didn't have the tip, right, was not doing it for me. So I had to eventually just go for my comb. So if you don't know how to use your pinky, don't worry. It's not the end of the world. That comb is to the rescue. You see that? I'll take that comb and come right through and make each stitch. Take that comb it through, make that stitch, honey. So again, guys, if you can't do it with your pinky, do not get stressed out. This comb is here to the rescue, okay? This is my best friend. Please believe it. And don't worry if you don't get it on the first try. It may take some little time, but I promise you, if you cannot use your pinky, this comb is the route to go. So now that we're finished with that side, we're just going to repeat the same steps on the opposite side. I'm starting with one small braid first, and then we will proceed to the second stitch braid. Again, we're just going to apply a good amount of edge control to both sides. And once we get that part laid with the amount of edge control necessary, we're going to take the comb and comb it through to mold it down. So now that we have those stitch braids completed, I'm just going to brush up the rest of her hair into a ponytail. So for her ponytail, I'm applying some Eco Style gel around the sides and the back of her head, and we're just going to brush that up. And so now that I have her ponytail smooth as I want it, you then just take your rubber bands, or if you're against rubber bands, I completely understand. Just take your scrunchie and put the hair in a ponytail. And so now that I have her ponytail smooth as I want it, you then just take your rubber bands, brush down any flyaways. If you're against rubber bands, I completely understand. Just take your scrunchie and put the hair in a ponytail. Gots to be glue spray, just to make sure it holds really well and stays in place. That way we get at least a good week. Brush down any flyaways. It may be a few days, but hey, we'll definitely get more than a day out. Go back through with a little Gots to be glue spray, just to make sure it holds really well and stays in place. At first, I was that way we get at least a good week out of this style. But then I thought it may be a few days, but hey, bring out her natural curls. We'll definitely get more than a day out of this. I took a lot and just put it on the she's 100% natural. At first, I was going to make a ball or a cute little top knot, but then I thought, why not just to bring out her natural curls? I'm just going to add. So as you can see, I took some mousse. And I took a lot and just put it on the ponytail, and I'm combing through. She has plenty of hair, so to bring out those curls, I'm just going to add a little bit more mousse to it, and her curls are going to be popping like crazy. Look at that. So now that we have her ponytail done, we're going to go through and lay those baby hairs, honey. I didn't leave much hair out for baby hairs just because I don't like to try to go through every day fixing them. But the little bit that I did leave out, I just want to make sure I go through and smooth those over. And so now that I've done that, I go back through with the Gots to be glued, and then I take a little hemp oil and just put it on the scalp that's open. And last but not least, we're going to add some hair accessories. You know, just add a little pizzazz to the hairstyle. And there you pretty much have it. Cute, quick, stitch braid updo.